We are about to visit with one of the most glamorous and certainly one of the best-known Hollywood film personalities, Joan Crawford.
First is why. Can shelter and clothe and feed a band of good, determined men.
Well, I stood in the wings at once.
Did he have a good act?
No, it was awful.
What if the stars you idolized weren't as golden as they seemed? Behind the glittering lights of Hollywood's golden age, some of the biggest names in cinema hid secrets that would have destroyed their careers if exposed today. From controversial relationships to shocking on-set behavior, the truth about these legends might change how you see them forever. But the real question is, should we separate the art from the artist, or does their behavior tarnish their legacy? Let's dive into the untold stories of Hollywood's most controversial stars. And trust me, it's a ride you won't forget. The perfectionist who crossed the line, Charlie Chaplin. Charlie Chaplin, the silent film genius who made the world laugh, had a darker side that few dared to speak about. While his comedic timing was flawless, his personal life was anything but. Did you know Chaplin married not once, not twice, but 4 times, often to women decades younger than him? His second wife, Lita Grey, was just 16 when they tied the knot. Imagine the headlines that would make today. And their marriage? It was far from romantic. Reports suggest Chaplin was controlling and demanding, even allegedly abusive. On set, his perfectionism was legendary but ruthless. Chaplin would fire crew members on a whim if they didn't meet his impossible standards. Was this dedication to his craft, or did his ego get the better of him? Here's the twist. Despite his flaws, Chaplin's films continue to inspire generations. So, should we forgive the man for his genius, or does his behavior overshadow his work? The diva with a dark reputation, Lucille Ball. Lucille Ball, America's sweetheart and the queen of sitcoms, wasn't as lovable behind the scenes. While she revolutionized television with I Love Lucy, her demanding nature made her a nightmare to work with. Tony Randall once claimed, "She bossed everyone around and spared no one's feelings." And Richard Burton? He called her a monster of staggering charmlessness. But here's the question. Was Lucy simply a strong woman navigating a male-dominated industry, or did her behavior cross the line into arrogance? Even her co-stars admitted that working with her was like walking on eggshells. Yet, despite these allegations, her contributions to television remain unparalleled. So, does her legacy excuse her actions, or does it complicate how we view her? The troubled crooner, Bing Crosby.
Well, I stood in the wings at once.
Did he have a good act?
No, it was awful.
Bing Crosby's voice brought joy to millions, but his family's accounts tell a very different story. His eldest son, Gary Crosby, described him as a disciplinarian who ruled with an iron fist. Gary claimed that punishments in the Crosby household often went beyond stern lectures. He even alleged that housekeepers were instructed to discipline the children harshly. These revelations paint a stark contrast to Bing's wholesome public persona. But here's the catch. 2 of Crosby's other children disputed these claims, saying their father wasn't abusive. So, who's telling the truth? And does it even matter when the allegations alone cast such a long shadow over his legacy? The swashbuckler's scandal. Errol Flynn.
First is why. Can shelter and clothe and feed a band of good, determined men.
Errol Flynn, the charming rogue of Hollywood, lived a life as dramatic as the roles he played. Known for his devil-may-care attitude, Flynn's off-screen antics often made headlines. But did you know that the phrase, "in like Flynn," was inspired by his controversial trials in the 1940s? While he was acquitted, the damage to his reputation was undeniable. What's even more surprising is how Flynn's lifestyle impacted his career. By his later years, the once dashing star was playing roles that mirrored his personal struggles. His story raises a poignant question. Can charisma and talent truly outweigh a troubled past? The feud of the century, Joan Crawford and Bette Davis.
We are now in Hollywood, California, and we are about to visit with one of the most glamorous and certainly one of the best-known Hollywood film personalities, Joan Crawford.
Hollywood's most infamous feud wasn't just about ego, it was war. Joan Crawford and Bette Davis were two powerhouses who couldn't stand each other, and their rivalry came to a head during the filming of Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. Crawford allegedly sabotaged Davis's chances at an Oscar by campaigning for her competition. And when Davis lost, it wasn't just a defeat, it was a public humiliation orchestrated by her co-star. But here's the twist. Despite their mutual hatred, their on-screen chemistry was electric. So, did their feud fuel their performances, or was it a distraction that could have derailed their careers? Hollywood's golden age stars were larger than life, but their flaws remind us they were human too. The real question is, should we hold them to today's standards or view them through the lens of their time? Take John Wayne, for instance. His controversial remarks in a 1971 interview sparked outrage that lingers to this day. Yet, he remains a cultural icon for millions. And what about Mickey Rooney, whose off-screen escapades ranged from scandalous to downright questionable? Does his body of work justify overlooking his personal failings? These stories remind us that fame doesn't equal perfection. Behind every iconic performance lies a human being with flaws, secrets, and struggles. So, what do you think? Should we separate the art from the artist, or do their actions define their legacy? Let us know in the comments below. And before you go, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more untold stories from Hollywood's past. After all, the truth is often stranger than fiction.